Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is Jenny, and today what we'll be talking about is personal statements. What's the word for this? Personal statements are one of the most important things in your college application. So I would suggest be pre-prepared, not prepared, pre-prepared. Meaning there's no early enough time to start. So say you're gonna be applying for colleges next year. Start thinking about it. My first recommendation would be start brainstorming. Brainstorm, write down things, maybe what you would like to talk about. Look at the topics from years before and just kind of brainstorm what you would think would be good answers to those topics. You just gotta jot it down, maybe a sentence or two, and let it go. Give yourself time to kind of let it marinate. And then what you do, maybe a week later, maybe a month later, you look back at it and you're like, hey, that topic, what I said, what my answer was for that, not very good. Maybe I'll redo it. And then you'll write it again. And then you give yourself about a week or maybe a month and you'll go back and look at it again. This kind of thing lets you process. It lets you see what you like and what you don't like about what your ideas were. Another thing I would recommend is give yourself time. Like I said, be pre-prepared. A masterpiece was not done in one day. A lot of these painters, artists didn't do all their work in 6 hours before the deadline. So think about that. You want this to be a good representation of the person that you are. You don't want to give that 6 hours. You want to give that a long time so you can send the best work and put your best foot forward. One of my personal favorites was to have a rough draft. So what I did to a couple of my personal statements in residency and also in dental school, I wish I knew this in college, but I did this in dental school and residency. I would write kind of like a basic rough draft, my whole paper. I would stop there, again, give it time, and go back to it and read it out loud to myself. If I was a person looking at the applicants, would I want to take myself into this school? And if I wasn't persuasive enough, I knew it wasn't good, I would rewrite it again or tweak around words, write different experiences in it. And so this kind of thing takes time. You need to give yourself time to be able to write a good finished work. Another thing I would recommend is having as many people as possible to read it. This is when family, your uncles, your aunts, your tias, your grandparents, everybody comes in the mix. Best friends, teachers, whatever it is, your mentors. You send them what you think is a good rough draft, because it's never going to be the final. Send them a really good thing. You're happy about it. You don't think you can change it anymore. This is your finished piece, at least you think. Because you send it over, they come back, and they'll give you suggestions. It might be grammatical. Or it might be suggestions on how your content can change. So maybe they can tell you, hey, this doesn't sound like a good thing to write here. You might want to switch it over here. Or hey, you can elaborate on this other thing you talked about. So those are good things to think about. Use everybody around you. Have them look at your stuff. It just makes it so much better. And you're more confident when you send off your personal statement because you knew you did the best you could at it. One thing I would say about personal statement, actually what the content of your personal statement should have is don't reiterate what you already have in your application. Don't reiterate, hey, I did this, and this, and I did it for this song and this song and this song. No. You want to write about something either you're passionate about or something that is very informative that hasn't been already presented. An example, I would say maybe a background or cultural background that you have. Say let's do this. Your mother went through an illness, God forbid, but she went through an illness. How did that experience make you a better person? Think about those kind of things. Who are you as a person? Are you confident? Are you a hard worker? Or all these adjectives you have to start thinking about. You need to describe yourself in the best way possible as a better person or as a person that you are, your characteristics. I played soccer. I played soccer all my life. And this has made me this kind of person. It's helped me with my discipline. It's helped me with my time management skills. It's done this to me. And therefore, this is why I can be a good asset in your program. So it doesn't have to be about school, or it doesn't have to be about a specific academic thing. It could be something out of academic that can change the way your academia is going. So you got to think about other things. You have to think about beyond what's on paper. You have to make yourself unique. And my personal advice, write about something you're passionate about. When you write something about that you're passionate about, somebody else reading it will see. It shows through words. You don't want to write about something somebody told you to write just because they told you to write. You want to write about something because you're passionate about writing about it. You think this will make the reader like you even more. And it shows, your passion will show through your writing. It just shows. So those are my tips. If you have any questions at all, write them out in the comment section. I'll answer them. Thank you for watching, and I hope to hear you soon. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you soon. Bye.